Get ready for the morning rush.
A quick wrap of your news and weather. We'll start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Next big weather maker moves in today, so we will continue to watch the rain and snow fill in this morning and through this afternoon, this evening, mostly converting to snow overnight, but it continues tomorrow. I actually expect much better coverage getting through the day Saturday, and then we slowly start to taper things off by Sunday. Fernanda?
And as you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top stories. We start with Sarah Yingling.
That blast of winter weather is quickly making its way across the state, but here on the east side of the metro. Things are all clear, but that's expected to quickly change throughout the day. We know drivers are facing snow and ice further east on I-40. In fact, our crew saw salt and cinder trucks headed that way just moments ago. So as always, as you head out, you'll want to take it easy, especially as you hit the mix of winter weather. We'll continue to monitor the roads out here. We'll keep you updated on air and online throughout our KRQE News app. Catherine?
Town eatery is badly damaged after a car smashed into its building. This is video we shot of that SUV crossover. We arrived just as the tow truck driver was loading it up. He tells us there were 3 people in this SUV when it crashed, but says the driver took off on foot. Firefighters tell us they responded to check the building's structure. Now those who responded say the owner is tasked with having the building assessed and repaired. That's before the city comes back to okay it. Adam?
In just over 3 hours now, President-elect Donald Trump is set to take the oath of office as the nation's 45th president. Trump will be sworn in on the steps of the Capitol building after incoming Vice President Mike Pence is sworn in. The soon-to-be president will then take part in an inaugural parade and attend ceremonial balls tonight. More on the massive security presence there in the 5 Facts.
4 people are dead and several others seriously injured after a car plowed into pedestrians in Melbourne, Australia. Police say a man driving erratically hit dozens of people. That man is now in police custody, but police are still investigating what exactly happened.
Tonight, family and classmates are expected to gather at Sandia High School for a vigil to mourn the loss of 14-year-old Shaylee Bowling. Wednesday morning, 2 thieves allegedly stole a work van left warming up. Shortly after, surveillance video shows them crashing into a car with a mother and her 2 kids inside. Shaylee was killed.
Overnight news, we're still working to learn more about a fire that took over a multi-story home near I-40 and Tramway. A witness tells us the fire started just before 1 this morning. We have yet to hear back from AFD to get more information. As we learn more, we'll be sure to update you.
Today's Metro Threat Index up to a 6. We're going to be looking at these spotty rain, snow mix showers on and off through the day. We've got cold temperatures this morning, barely above freezing, and those breezy conditions later this afternoon. So if we do get some of these showers in here, keep in mind the winds will reduce visibility with some of the blowing rain. We'll keep you updated on that. Fernanda?
Aimed at banning a practice known as gay conversion therapy is in New Mexico and is assigned now to the Senate Public Affairs Committee this morning. Senator Jacob Candelaria introduced the bill, saying the practice is barbaric. Hundreds of New Mexicans have even signed a petition to get therapists and churches to not do it. The governor's office says the governor hasn't yet read that bill.
Airbag manufacturer Takata is facing a lawsuit this morning from New Mexico. It's all connected to the sale of cars with dangerous airbag inflators. The AG's office argues that the manufacturer had a duty to ensure that their products were safe and that the concealment of the airbag defects amounted to unfair, deceptive, and unconscionable trade practices under New Mexico law.
All right, let's get a check at that morning commute. Now, we don't have any major incidents out there. Still a little bit sluggish. Paseo eastbound, not showing there on the map, but also keep in mind, too, because of the winter weather, we have very difficult driving conditions east and westbound near Cedillo Hill, so be advised there. Fernanda?
Today is National Cheese Lovers Day. Hey, my favorite day. Cheese making is an age-old practice. So old, in fact, it's not known for sure how it was discovered. The discovery may have been an accident. It's likely that early cheesemakers improved the process by using salt as a preservative.
I can never get enough cheese.
Seriously, that's the one thing I just cannot give up. So good. All right, it's time now for the 5 Facts.
We'll start with number 5. Good news for chili fans. The Public Library of Science says eating hot red chili peppers could reduce the risk of dying early by 13%. More research needs to be done to see if their findings can be attributed to capsaicin, the spicy substance in peppers.
Number 4, college students expected to graduate in May, including those at UNM, can now apply for open teaching positions at APS. The district is offering students finishing their teaching degree a tentative teaching job as long as they stick to the guidelines. APS faced a desperate need for teachers at the beginning of this year, and they're worried they may face the same problem next year.
And number 3, the Senate Education Committee is expected to take up one lawmaker's proposal soon that would break up the state's largest school district. Representative David Atkins' bill limits school districts in New Mexico to 40,000 students. APS has 85,000. With the state already facing a big budget shortfall, critics say adding administrative positions in newly created districts isn't feasible. Atkins believes it'll save money in the long run because smaller districts will need less administration.
At number 2, on and off rain and snow showers over western and central New Mexico today. We've got winds over the eastern side of the state. This continues tomorrow. Another round of rain and snow, that is, by Monday.
Number 1, the National Mall in Washington, D.C. is filling up right now for President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration ceremony this morning. He takes the oath of office at 10 a.m. our time. A lot of security there this morning. 31,000 law enforcement officers are joining 5,000 National Guardsmen in patrolling the area and prepping for possible protests. You can watch the swearing in live on KRQE News 13 on air or on our website, krqe.com. We're streaming it live there too, beginning at 8 a.m.